What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. I haven't done a video in a few days. As you guys know, if you belong to the Discord, I've had some issues lately we've been dealing with, but I think everything's taken care of now. Also, it is boat season in my neck of the woods, so I have been working on getting my boat in the water. It is in the water, so my updates will continue now. But anyways, let's get into it. Are we going to see below 50,000 again for Bitcoin? We're going to talk about it. We're going to look at the possibilities, and does that mean it is the end of the bull run? If we do, there is a possibility that we go below 50 and still have one more run for the end of the year. We're going to talk about that. Let's get into it. This is the Wyckoff method distribution phase that we've been watching forever on this channel. Oh, before I begin, don't forget we do a free Ledger Nano S hard wallet giveaway every Monday. All you have to do to enter to win is scroll down, hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up, and leave your comment below. That will get you entered to win. And at the end of this video, we'll be picking last week's winners, so make sure you stick around for that. We're also going to take a look at that Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin chart all next to each other and see how that's turning out. But let's get into it. This looks still like the distribution. As you guys know, back here in March 17th, made this video, and I drew this blue line in here as to what it would look like if this was to play out, and it still seems to be playing out. 58,500 is the number we've been talking about. We did get rejected here. We did get above it. We got 59.13 somewhere in there, but we did not close above that 58.5. Unless we open and close a daily above that 58.5, I do believe this is still most likely going to play out here. And of course, we had our Pi cycle top indicator up here. But anyways, as of right now, it still looks like this is playing out. And if you guys haven't seen it, I'll pull up that Wyckoff distribution chart. It's right here. As you can see, it's playing out almost, I don't know what just happened to it. There it is. Let's zoom in a little bit. But as you can see, it seems to be playing out almost perfectly. I expected it to come up and bounce around in here back over in the end of April, which it did not. But we did come up to test that 55 or 58.5, and it did get rejected. So it is looking like this is still definitely a possibility. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Let me zoom in and then we'll zoom out. But right now, what I'm looking at is this as a rising wedge, and the measured move of the breakdown of that is around 52.4. I would look for a bounce there, maybe come back up and retest this fib at about 53.8, and then back down to possibly our 0.236 fib is at 51.237. Now, I would expect some bouncing in here, but I do believe eventually this is probably going to break. Let's zoom into the RSI here. If you look, we're making a higher high. This is a 4-hour. It does close. It'll probably be closed by the time you see this video once I upload it. But as of right now, it is making bearish divergence, suggesting that we're coming down to at least that 52.4 range. And then again, 52.137. Then we could bounce around, make a range in here before breaking that if it does break. Let's zoom out a little bit. Get that RSI out of there and look at what I'm looking at here. So as you can see, I put a Fibonacci retracement level from the swing high to the swing low. As of right now, we are getting rejected at the 0.5 fib. That's 55.950. We did get a nice rejection there. And again, the 53.8 will probably see some support here for a minute, but I do believe that'll break, like I said, down to that 52.4. Then maybe come retest this fib again before continuing down. So keep an eye on that. If you guys are interested in trading where you can make money, whether it goes up or down, definitely check out PHEMEX BT, my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. You can trade crypto, Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, all on one exchange. You can use my promo code Savy50. That will get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin, you'll get half a Bitcoin bonus to use towards your margin. Savy25 will get you 25% off of your trading fees. Definitely worth checking out. Let's look at this is a rising wedge that we had been watching with a measured move that gets us actually down to about the 40,000 range. And that's just taking let me get this off of there. And that's just taking a measured move from the widest point of the wedge here to where we broke down. And again, that would get us somewhere in the $40,000 range. That's still definitely a possibility. If you guys been watching the channel, this would be the bullish case in my opinion. I'm looking at this as an A and then a B. And as you can see, I had this drawn in here. Again, I haven't made a video since the middle of last week, but as you can see, I was looking for an A, B, C. The B didn't come down quite as far and the B went up a little higher. So I did already look at it using the fibs and measured everything out, but I did want you to see me move this. So our C was up here, which would be our bigger B, and then we had the ABC, and the next leg down should be around the 41,000. In that case, it would be bullish. That would be a ABC, and then we would have our fifth wave up. And then let's take a look at where that might go. So if that was the case, and we do a measured move here, or I'm sorry, not a measured move, we take our fibs from this swing low right here up to the swing high, and then if this was wave 4, that would get us possibly as high as that around the $77,000 range. But first I would expect us to see this 41. I know everybody would be extremely bearish there, and then get it bounce. Now in the bearish case, same thing, we had all this measured out. And let's move this up to the C here. That would move our 2 up. And that would be looking at this. This as a 1 and the ABC being 2 and then 3. And if that's the case, 3 would get us down to around the $30,000 range. I would expect a bounce up. And guys, this is over probably weeks, not in a day, not in 2 days. This would definitely take some time, but this would be where I'd be looking for a bounce if we are in the bearish case, and that'd get us around 30,000. I'd expect wave 4 to get us back up to around that 41,250, and then continue down to possibly into the $23,500 range. Now again, I'm saying this would be the bearish case because this would be A, then we would get a wave B up, and then C would go much lower if that's the case. Another way I'm looking at this, you can see this white dotted line here. Let's draw this in. Look at this as a possible left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. If that was the case, looking at this as a head and shoulders, that measured move would also get us down to that $30,000 range. If we measured the head to the neckline here, and if we do break this area, that also gets us down to around that 30,000. So there's a couple things pointing to that as a possibility. Another thing I wanted to show you, let's go back over to this 4 hour. I did show you the bearish divergence possibility. Another possibility here on the 4 hour is we make a inverse head and shoulders on the RSI, maybe come back up to this area, the 58.5 again, but that is what I'm looking at. Let's take a look at that chart. With this over here is Bitcoin, this is Ethereum, and this is Litecoin. I was talking about if they do play out the same, obviously Litecoin took the lead here, Ethereum is taking the lead here. If this does continue up, we could see $5,000 Ethereum. If Bitcoin breaks this trend line over here, that would probably take everything down with it, and that is going to be around the $50,000 range. So again, 50,000 is extremely important. If it does break, then these are all going to come down with it. But as of right now, Ethereum has broken up out of here, and let's zoom in here, see where it's at. It is above the trend line, so Litecoin is on its way now. And let's put a target for Litecoin over here. Let's put a price target on the top of that trend line. It's going to be around the $360 range. If it breaks above that, it could continue much higher, but let's keep an eye on that. 360 to 365. If it breaks above that, it could go on a massive bull run. Otherwise, I'd expect a rejection and come back down and test the bottom trend line. Again, a lot of this is going to depend on what Bitcoin does over here. Now, in that bullish case, like I had said, if Bitcoin does come down, gets a bounce up, that would bring Bitcoin up to the $100,000 range if it plays out like Ethereum and Litecoin. Again, really keep an eye on what I was talking about over here, these waves here. I do believe we're most likely going to get down to or at least at 41, and that would break the bottom trend line here. So be careful, and let's take a look at my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com, and then we'll get into picking our last week's winner of the Ledger Nano S. But definitely check her webpage out. She's got a lot of cool crypto stuff on here. Also, a lot of cool gift ideas. There's a link down below, anchorimage.com. Definitely check it out. It's quality stuff. And one more thing, BYBIT. There is a link down below. There's a few affiliate links down below. Definitely check them out. You get some kind of bonus or something from everything, and they help support the channel. But the BYBIT link is doing, if you use my link, a $1,610 bonus, and they do 15% annual interest now too. So if you want to check them out, definitely check them out on my link below. All right, we're going to pick a random number that will pick which video we go from last week. I made 5 videos, so one. Let's go over to the YouTube channel. We'll pick the first video from last week, or the number 1 video from last week. But I do want to point out, if you guys go onto my YouTube page, there are some tutorials here. There's some here on using the EMAs, RSI, breakout patterns, things like that. Definitely check them out. And then there is a couple more also over here. But let's go into videos and last. So this would be our last video, number 1. Let's copy the link address and we'll bring it over to the random comment picker. Select YouTube. Don't forget, by leaving a comment below, that gets you entered to win next week's. So get random comments, pick a winner, and all you have to do is get a hold of me, and my email's down below. That's another thing I wanted to talk about real quick. There has been people sending me emails from a CryptoSavvy0@gmail. That is not me. I will not email you telling you to go to WhatsApp or anything else. I don't email you guys. If you want to email me, my email is in the link below. Definitely watch out. There are huge scams going out there, guys. Don't get fooled. They also leave comments in the comment section down below. They'll use my CryptoSavvy logo with the CryptoSavvy name, but it's not highlighted. Mine will be highlighted, so make sure you're aware of that. Chris J, you win. Sorry, Savvy, I was just picking at you, buddy. I don't remember what that was about, but okay. You won. Definitely get a hold of me. I'll verify it's you and get it sent out. Thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to click the CryptoSavvy logo above my head. That will get you subscribed to the channel. Smash that thumbs up and leave your comments. I appreciate it, and I'm out.